Assalamu alaikum. Politics in Pakistan has lost all its grey areas. Rather, the political spectrum has shrunk to the extent that it is only black that stings our eyes. And this very black color is the symbol of ultra-conservatism, radicalization, and above all a rat race amongst political parties to offer their services to the military establishment of this country. Since inception, despite our non-glorious political history, a segment of political parties and politicians upheld democratic norms and democratic culture in this country. From the very beginning, on the one hand, there was a tug of war between progressive and conservative segments of this society over the issue that whether the state would be a theocratic state or otherwise, and on the other hand, apprehending the intentions of the hawkish elements of the military junta, Jinnah had to remind them that the armed forces are the servants of this nation, and this is the responsibility of the civilians to make national policy, and that armed forces are obliged to carry on the task which they are entrusted with. So we see that there has been this fight between progressive and conservative, democratic and pro-establishment forces in this country, and this very tussle and fight has been the hallmark of Pakistan's politics, and the political parties in this country throughout aligned themselves on these ideologies. But unfortunately, progressive and democratic forces of this country can never get an upper hand to control the political affairs of Pakistan. From the passage of Objectives Resolution in 1949 to the Islamization of Constitution in 1973 to the promulgation of Hudud laws by General Ziaul Haq, we have seen that these conservative and religious elements, despite having numerical minority in the parliament, prevailed in this country. Likewise, on the other hand, on the political arena, the sister of the founder of Pakistan, Fatima Jinnah, had to lose electoral battle to Field Marshal Ayub Khan. But despite all these odds, the progressive and democratic elements of this country somehow survived. When there was an electoral battle between Fatima Jinnah and Field Marshal Ayub Khan, people like Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, Bacha Khan, civil society and intelligentsia of this country sided with Fatima Jinnah, and likewise the progressive elements of this country kept a check on the theocratic elements and kept reminding them of the Jinnah's words, making this country a secular state. And then People's Party under the leadership of Zulfikar Ali Bhutto played a vital role for democracy, and in the ouster of two dictators, General Ayub Khan and General Yahya Khan, and in this struggle and resistance, Zulfikar Ali Bhutto had to go to gallows. During Zia's draconian martial law, we saw political parties' movement for the restoration of democracy in this country, and after that political parties like People's Party, ANP, and some Baloch nationalists and other political parties were the symbol of democratic forces in this country, and Pakistan Muslim League Noon, JUI, JI and other religious parties sided with the military establishment. This saga continued till 1999 when General Musharraf imposed martial law, and during 1999 to 2008, during Musharraf's martial law, we saw that People's Party and PMLN were the democratic forces in this country, and then they joined hands that led to the Charter of Democracy, wherein they principally agreed that in the future they will not provide shoulder to military establishment. This way, we witnessed a clear division between right and left, conservative and progressive, democratic and pro-establishment forces in this country. Though this is a fact that with the passage of time, this demarcation, this line got blurred, but still people like me hope that Pakistan will be a democratic state in the future, and that there were so many problems even during the democratic rule by these parties, but still we hoped that the solution to the ills of democracy is more democracy. But the scenario has completely changed after the terrible advent and horrible ouster of Imran Khan. Now the political parties, whether PTI, PMLN or People's Party or ANP, they are not striving for democracy or showing any resistance or struggle for democracy. Rather, they are trying their best to prove themselves faithful to the military establishment of this country. And another disturbing change is that the progressive political parties like People's Party and ANP have shed their colors of progressiveness, and now they are sloganeering with the Islamic touch, and they are trying to attract voters in the name of religion. The secular and democratic stalwarts of these political parties are either silent or even they sided with the military establishment. Previously, we believed that no matter how many compromises our political parties make with the military establishment or how many times they fulfill establishment's agenda, but still at least they are trying to make a space in the political spectrum, and that they are trying and striving for democracy. But now people like me believe that this is over. No political party in Pakistan is working for the welfare of the people of this country or for democratic environment in this country. Rather, their only struggle is to get power and to be in the parliament.